Hi, everyone. Happy Monday. It doesn't feel like a Monday for me, but
It doesn't feel like a Monday.
that's okay. Welcome to the Monday Motivation Sprints, where we will be doing 30-minute sprints. I'm going to have to leave close to 7, sticking to the time this time, partly because my husband and I added a new furry member to our family. She's sleeping right now, so I'm gonna let her sleep. But
Not
you
on
can,
your Instagram.
yes, you can check out my Instagram. And yes, we added our furry little Astrid. She is a lab Great Pyrenees mix, and she's super sweet and smart. And it's been tiring and crazy, but like very rewarding. So but yeah, she also likes to get into a lot of things because she's teething. So I'll be keeping my eye on her. um, but anyways, if you don't know me, which so far Regina, hello, and Heather, hello. But I am
Can you
Holly.
imagine if Heather didn't know who you were?
I know. No, I was like, well, I know you guys know who I am. But I'm the author of A Diamond Bright and Broken, out April 2nd, 2024 with Inimitable Books. I'm excited for the NaNoWriMo takeover to get a lot of productive things done. Yay, all welcome home, Astrid. Thank you. She can't wait to meet her Auntie Heather. And yes, we wanted a big dog. So she's 15 pounds at 11 weeks. So yeah, her paws are huge. So we're looking forward to seeing how big she gets. And our other co-host, Teresa, she might be popping in late, but Zara, if you want to introduce yourself.
Yeah. So my name is Zara Hoffman. I'm the founder of Inimitable Books, which will be publishing Holly and is dedicated to uplifting marginalized voices without pigeonholing authors into writing about their trauma. Because people should be able to just tell the stories that they want and hope and still have a chance to get published. You can pre-order Holly's book and a bunch of other books at inimitablebooksllc.com. And you should be sure to register your pre-orders on each book page so that you get the associated gifts with each title. So like our first title, The Legionnaire, which comes out November 14th. So it's coming soon, has character art. A lot of the books have character art associated with them, but Down the Well, which is coming out this December, has like stickers designed by the author associated, and there's a selection of 8, but each order will get 4 unless someone like orders 2 copies. And then Holly's has character art, which is super beautiful as well. Jesse Elliott's book, The Devil's Waltz, coming out in February, has character art, but it also like has a pin.
That's so cool.
So you want these pre-order gifts. And also, if you can splurge on a hardcover, you should, because they all have bonus material.
Yes. And I just got in the mail. So, well, first off, I have the Arc of the Legionnaire, which is gorgeous. And I saw the hardcover has the, what's it called? The foil. Oh, yeah. I saw it shining. I was like, oh, it's shining.
Yeah.
But then I also got a nice surprise of The Storm Gathers.
Yep.
And Heirs of Bone and Sea. And my husband was like, oh my gosh, those are gorgeous. Like, so yes. I'm excited. Well, I already read Heirs of Bone and Sea, the ebook, and tore through that. So I'm excited to read The Legionnaire and also The Storm Gathers. So I'm just very excited for the books that Inimitable Books is coming out with, including
Down the Well is in ARC printing hell. I don't know why.
Gosh, I know. I was guessing. I was like, I'm gonna guess. Like, I guessed what it was before I opened it.
Yeah. So. I don't know, because people keep asking me like, hey, are we doing Down the Well as an ARC? I'm like, by the time Nook Press approves it, it might no longer be an ARC.
Oh my gosh. That's so
They've been sitting on it for a month, and I wrote to them. I'm like, what gives?
Wow.
And they're like, oh, we're moving your complaint to the proper people. And I'm like, what do you mean the proper people?
Oh my gosh. Why? That makes no sense. No.
Yeah.
Oh.
In the butt. It'll be fine. I mean, the book itself will be out, but so dumb.
You know, things happen. It's, life.
Yeah. And I just got the Devil's Waltz in my inbox like right before this stream started, so I'll be editing the latest draft of that.
Oh, I just sent Jessie my first ever Marco Polo, telling her, I was like, "Where are you in the editing process?" And like, "Oh, I'm so impressed with like your like Instagram reels and like promo. I'm trying to learn from you because I know you're seasoned indie author veteran." But I saw she replied, so she probably was like, "I just submitted it." So
That's
that'll be fun. I can't wait to read that one too. Um, Thank you, Regina. I'm jealous. Oh, yeah. I know my sister-in-law wants a big dog, so we're like, "Yep, we just gonna have to have big houses for our big dogs."
that's the order of operations. You buy the house to accommodate the dog.
Yes.
You don't
It
get a
will
dog to
happen.
accommodate the house. Why would you do that?
Yeah, that makes no sense. And hi, Courtney. All right, let me get the kitty race timer up. So let us know what you're gonna be working on for these sprints. Um, I'm gonna do my usual kind of email admin stuff. And then and then I'm gonna work on my edits. So I'm like close to finishing my first run through. The week was crazy, and then getting Astrid, so I didn't get to do as much this weekend as I planned. So tonight is the perfect night to do said editing.
Yeah.
I bought a car to accommodate my dogs. Yes. That's what Heather did too, since she does dog agility. And so she made sure she found like what will fit the two carriers. And like so that's fun. Hi Becca. Hello, hello. Welcome. Regina says I sent the short paranormal to my editor, waited through email, ate lunch. That sounds very productive.
To be clear, she finished it. She finished the draft yesterday, so she is like,
oh my gosh,
during my stream, and she's very much like me, where it's like, I want this off my desk. Like if it's done, if my part is done, I want it gone.
Oh, that's awesome. My apartment's a disaster. I'm going to use the sprints to clean. I love it. Mine is becoming a disaster. Agility and rally obedience. Oh, that's awesome. You do that with your dogs, Regina? Or did you do that? That's so fun. I wish I could. Like that takes so much like patience, and the dogs are so smart. And like I need one that's like big and lazy and less energy, because that's like me. Oh, before the accident. Okay. Oh, the cool thing is that you can like, even if you're not like running with your dogs and doing like agility and rally, like you can still do like scent work, or there's things called barn hunt where they like sniff for like the rats, and there's like hay bales and stuff like that. Or they have to pick out the scent among these boxes. So that's kind of nice that you can still kind of like form this bond with your dogs and like do like training and stuff, even if it's not super like intense. Yes. And then yes, you should. Heather is like your go-to for that. And hey JC, how are you? It's so good to see you. All right. I'm okay, let's see. So Astrid is like a cream tan color. So I'm going to go with number 4 in honor of her.
I'm going to go with Snowball. I don't know why. I know I'm not wearing a white sweater, but I'm wearing a white sweater. Like I wore a white sweater yesterday, and it just...
Yes. Nice.
What I'm feeling for this sprint. We'll see if I stick with Snowball throughout all of them tonight, or if I switch.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Snowball is also lucky number 7, so
yes,
at least right now, we'll see how lucky
is. So get in your votes for which cat you think is going to win this first race, and we are going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. All right, that was the end of the first sprint. Let's see. Did anyone win that round? Oh.
I don't see anyone voting for number 3.
It was the one that no one voted for.
Of course.
Because we had 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and you voted 7. Yeah, of course. Oh. Well, it was eluded. Oh, it feels good to have someone voting for Ginger back because we haven't had a Ginger fan in a while. And Heather had to hop off. She had to go to a training clinic. Thanks, Heath. Uh-oh, my cats are all like, oh, all over the place. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. No, Oliver. I made so I had a productive sprint. I finished my admin stuff, going through my email, and then made some dinner. Was trying to make sure that Astrid didn't get in trouble because she started chewing up her potty training pad. But yeah, so that was a productive sprint. How did everyone else do?
I edited a chapter, and then I got an email about admin stuff from Simon & Schuster. It's like good stuff, but it's we need you to add more stuff to the portal, which like requires a little bit more research and like just being super detail oriented. So I think that's gonna take over at least for the second sprint. Basically they're like, oh, we're super excited for fantasy books, which like is my entire thing.
Catalog, yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's been the entire catalog so far, even with the ones with romance, they're like fantasy adjacent or paranormal or whatever. And they're saying like, really play up representation in the stores, and they specifically called out your book. So
oh, yay.
Good. But then they're also like, oh, like use keywords. And I'm like, I have been. I've like grown up with so it's kind of like I don't know what else you want from me on that.
Sounds like you're doing everything right.
That's really what next sprint's gonna be, where it's like I did all this, so like what are you asking for? So well, I'll deal with it.
That's fun. Well, sounds like you made progress and did a lot. So Janine popped in. Hello. Just finished dinner, ready to go, hoping to do some work today. Same. Very much same. Hi, Lindsay. Just joined, but here for some sprints. You are in the right place. We just finished the first sprint, and then we've got 2 more 30-minute sprints. So lots of good productivity to come. Plus cats, so you will enjoy yourself. Yeah, I have, because I think the last time I got to touch my developmental edits was last Monday. So I'm like, that's why I cherish these sprints so much, because I do need, value them to get some things done. So I still have 4.5 chapters left of my first go through. So, and my goal with my writer mastermind group was to finish going through my first round by Tuesday, because we meet every Tuesday. So hopefully I can knock that out tonight. But also I wanted to share that I've gone live with my mastermind group a couple times, like talking about what a writer mastermind group is and how we like organize ours. But we're actually going to be going live tomorrow because everyone switches out in the hot seat, like for different things they want advice on or run things by. But sometimes we do like live streams. And so I'm in the hot seat tomorrow, and I wanted to go live to talk about the Marco Polo app, which is what we use to like chat with each other. It's kind of like video messages that you can like watch when you want to. So it's kind of like a text message and like a video phone call like combined, which I really love. But we're kind of talking about how we use it to like make progress on our writing projects, and also how we've used it to strengthen our friendships, because we've talked about, life things. We can, because it's a video, we can share like where we are, we share our family and pets. And so yeah, so join us tomorrow at 5:45 p.m. Central Standard Time if you are interested in finding out about it. We just like joined, and I got like the Marco Plus Pass, which has all these extra features. And then they asked me, they're like, hey, do you want to be an ambassador? Because they had like a program. And I was like, yes. So I'm promoting it, but I love it so much, and like I buy it as like a Christmas present for like my friends, every year, because we value like the plus, because you can write notes, and it's just awesome. So
how much does it cost? Because I saw that and it looked really cool.
Yeah, I forget the cost. I always remember every year when I
you get a refresh.
Yeah. But let me see, because the regular app is free, and then the plus is, and I do like a family plan. Oh, I didn't even know. Oh, it's $5 a month with a 7-day free trial, or plus family is $10 a month. I do, wait, what is this? Oh, that's annual. Okay, so I think I just pay all up front, like 120 for 5 subscriptions. So it comes out to like, $25 for the year. So if you were just doing one, it would be, yeah, whatever 5 times 12 is. Maybe, is that 60? I don't know. But yeah, it's helped me out so much. And then like with my twin being all the way in Arizona, we've stayed connected that way too, because we used to we still like text each other throughout the day, but we used to leave voicemails for each other. But like being able to see her and then see her pets, or she's walking out in like, she's hiking or something. And so it's like, if it's super special. So I feel like it's worth the price. And for tomorrow's, I've shared it on Instagram, but then it's also in the link for the in the description for the live stream tomorrow. I do have a code for 2 months of free plus, and when the 2 months are up, if you don't want to renew it, it just goes away and you go back to the free version. So it's not like, oh my gosh, I forgot and now they're charging me, which I think is cool.
You get like, what are your perks as an ambassador?
So they shipped.
I get it. Obviously, I want to make sure that I'm helping you out.
Oh no, that's fine. I don't know if someone signs up with my link. I'm trying to think if I get anything. I don't know. They sent me some goodies, so I get like a shirt and like a couple other like Marco Polo things. But I don't know if I get like anything off of you signing up for like getting the free plus pass. I think it's just like a free thing for you, and then I'm like helping promote it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I get stickers, a postcard, and a shirt, which I'm okay with. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I get necessarily. Okay. Whoops. Oh gosh, no, I am signed in, people. Hold on. Oh, you get the behind the scenes. Sometimes it like kicks me out. All right, hopefully one of us will vote for the winning cat. Okay. All right, so let us know which cat you think is going to win the second race. I'm sticking with, I guess he's number 7 now. Ooh, Regina's sticking with the number 2. I love it. Oh, and it's still the blue one, because the blue was 2 last time.
I think I'm going to stick with Snowball, even though Snowball is now number 3.
Okay, sounds good. All right, let us know which cat you think is going to win, and we will start this sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. All right, that was the end of the second sprint. How did everyone do? Let's see, 5. No winners. Oh, okay.
It's
Oh,
just
it's
gonna
gonna
be one of those nights.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna be one of those. It's fine. It's fine, little Zuko. um, let's see. Courtney said work keeping me out despite doctors saying I could return last week. Oh no, that's so annoying. Uh, I'm sorry. I wonder they must have their own like criteria or something for people coming back to work. I don't know if you were injured or sick and they have their own period, but yeah, that's annoying. Hopefully they don't keep you away for much longer. And Felicia came in. Hello. I am doing great. It's been a long weekend. I should try to show Astrid on the. Yeah, we'll show. Chris will bring Astrid so everyone can meet the new pupper.
Yes.
The new little doggo.
Show me the puppy.
Oh yeah, there's more around the where the washer dryer is. Yeah, we just pulled out a stack of. I know. I was like, oh, we didn't use too much when we raised Kyrie. The 15 will be good. He's like, no, we're getting the box of 50. And then he's like, maybe we should have gotten the box of 150. I'm like, oh, I guess that was 9 years ago since we did potty training. I guess I don't remember how it went. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Oh, fun. At least she's going on the pads. She's just not always telling us when she needs to go out. So, but I'm like, at least you're going on the pads. Like, this is progress.
Yes.
Oh, does she need to go to the bathroom and then she goes is like 3?
Yeah.
Which is like not many, but
Oh yeah, we should go. No, stop peeing. We're putting our shoes on. Oh.
I literally was putting my coat on and then she went.
Oh gosh. Regina's pretending to work. That sounds wonderful. Regina, oh gosh, yes, get the box of 150. Yeah, at least we got to use we got to use his sister's PetSmart discount, and this weekend just happened to be 30% off, and we're like, well, this was the perfect time to get a puppy. So we got like, yeah, for everything we got over $115 off of everything that we bought. So it was very nice. Haven't gone barefoot in my house for decades. Yeah, I know. I just need to live in slippers so that I'm just ready to run out the door.
There.
Yeah, so I got to do a little bit of editing. Didn't finish the chapter, so got a little distracted. But yeah, how'd you do, Zara?
I've been researching comp titles from like other Simon and Schuster distribution clients because that's what I was told to do. So I found it turns out I'd already applied one to one of the spring titles. So like I was like, I already did. But then I'm finding ones for other books. And I'm seeming so far, knock on wood, to find like a 1-per-1 situation.
Nice.
So I'm just hoping it goes well.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, comp titles are tough, like, and especially because I'm like, oh, these were relevant. These were within the last 5 years, but now that it's been years since I wrote it or querying, now it's like outside of that. And I'm like, oh, like,
you think it's hard enough with 5 years? I have a 2-year cap whenever I present to Simon and Schuster.
Oh yeah, I remember you asked me and I was like, yeah, this book works. Maybe this, and you're like, oh, 5 to 10. And I gave you like 2. I'm like,
yeah, no, that was the 2 is fine, but I took like 5 to 10
just so
in case we really couldn't like think of stuff.
Yeah, here, let's go meet Astrid. Yes. So that was the name that the foster mom gave her. Hey, girly.
Hi,
Oh,
Pupper.
thank you for the kisses. Thank you.
Cute.
Little curly tail.
Yeah, she's got a little curly,
Or cute.
swirly, curly Q. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, thank you. You're super sweet. I'm sure they'll see you again soon. Say bye. Aw.
Wait, and she's also got the double duplex.
Oh yeah, I don't know if
That
they can.
comes through
Yeah, I don't
the
know if you can
video,
see.
But she's got double dew claws. These things are
Which I never knew exist. I never knew that was a thing for dogs to have two dew claws, and that's why they know that her dad was a Great Pyrenees. Because I guess that's a thing for Great Pyrenees is to have double dew claws. So yeah, I was like, oh okay, her paws are already huge. Oh, Regina said she's already daddy's girl. What a sweetheart. Oh, thanks. Yeah, so we like the foster mama named her Astrid because and her siblings they were all like Scandinavian names. So like there was Bjorn and I forget the other ones, but they Astrid means divine strength, and because they were born under the chicken coop and having to kind of start off in a rough had a little bit of a rough start, she named her that. But we kept it because I'm like, this is like a secret fandom because of Astrid from How to Train Your Dragon, which I love. So so we're like, we're gonna keep it.
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
Oh, 3 Great Pyrenees. Yes, the dew claws. Oh my gosh, 3. Okay, well, she must live in a mansion. Regina's local BFF has 3 Great Pyrenees. Oh, that would be fun. I know. Janine said, I got distracted, saw an Instagram post about how middle grade and YA gap is getting larger. I'll send you the link if you want. Oh, sure, yeah. Sure, that's an interesting read.
Shoot,
yeah, and
Sorry.
no, you're fine. I had seen the writing post or like my writing progress or like my publishing or pre-publishing journey on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I did that and I was just like seeing him like, oh my gosh, yeah, it took so long and I wrote so many things to just like to finally get to this point. But it was making me think about A Bargo's Riddle that was YA. Then I made it middle grade. Then I turned it back to YA. And that's going to stay like that. But then Project Pride was something that I started. I think I only wrote like 30K. And that was YA, but it has talking animals. And I really wanted to keep it YA because of the romance. But there can be, maybe like, young friendships that are kind of like have a little romantic, like, little crush that I've read that are middle grades. So I think that the book would do better as a middle grade. So Project Pride, when I revisit that, I will be turning that middle grade. But I'm also would be totally okay with talking animals in YA, but that's not a thing. So I have to live with it.
Yeah.
Oh, 80-acre ranch. They do night patrol for the livestock. Oh, that's awesome. That is so cool. Oh, yeah, we should have a little farm, get a plot of land. Maybe I should do that, but maybe because I don't have anything published, you still can, because a lot of people, they just did their pre-publishing journey or their writing progress, and I even did works that I didn't finish, or I included project bucket list that I just outlined. I didn't even finish outlining it, but just thought it would be fun to include all of the things that I worked on. So I think that would be fun. I enjoyed reading the few ones that I saw.
The problem with one of these publishers is that all their books are like contemporary romance.
Oh my
So good luck
gosh.
to me finding a comp title from them. Aside from like Jennifer L. Armentrout, which was already a comp title that I'd grabbed for Jesse's book. So like,
oh, that's
that one's
perfect.
fine. But all the others, I'm just like, these don't match up to any of the titles I've acquired.
Oh, that's so annoying. Maybe be like, oh, the romantic subplot of this book is like this contemporary romance. Like, oh my gosh.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
That's frustrating. And then it's like you don't really know unless you're like reading the book. So
but it's like I can normally tell, and it's like it's just not.
Oh,
yeah. Gosh darn it.
Oh.
Maybe I'll look at other distributor clients of Simon & Schuster, because the person recommended 2, but I might have to like open the scope.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Because while reading about billionaires is cool, or like historical romances and time traveling romances, they don't exactly lend themselves to what I've acquired.
Yes. It's not quite the best fit.
Yeah.
Janine has talking, quote unquote, animals, telepathic. Yes. Yeah. That is, I haven't looked at Project Pride in a while, so I can't remember if it's telepathic or not. It's been so long. I need to revisit it.
It's been a while when you don't remember your own stuff.
I know, it's so sad, but that's why I'm excited to revisit revisit Abargo's Riddle, because I'm like, oh, I really think that one can be successful. I never queried it because I never finished editing it and just started working on other things. But I think that can go somewhere. That used to have, like talking animals. And I took that out. So it's gone through a huge transformation. And I guess that just shows that, like, I don't know, maybe it's like growing up with like, cartoons and, well, Pokemon, they didn't talk, but I don't know. I'm just a sucker for animals in books, like no matter what capacity, whether they talk or not. Aragon, the telepathic, with Saphira, like, and and then in Fourth Wing, they're telepathic with the dragons. So
there's a running theme. I also think you're just a sucker for animals, like even in your life. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't mean sucker as in like an insult.
Oh yeah, no. I understand. I agree. I definitely am. Oh. Digimon. Wait, Digimon, they talked? Oh yeah, that's right.
It's been a while since I've thought of that. So
yes.
I was out.
Oh. I love Digimon. That was good. When I first saw it, I was like, I'm not going to watch it. They're copying Pokemon. And then I started watching it and I'm like, I like this show. Okay. There are 30 cats on the screen for the final sprint.
Oh, goodness.
And let's see. Is there a tan one? There's like, not really. 2 again. Darn it, move those feet. I guess there's like there's like an orangey one. Let's see. I'll go with that one. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, number 8. I am going with number 8.
I'm going to go with... Nope, I'm just going to go with 30.
All right. Ooh, Courtney's going with purple. Janine's 22. Oh, thank you, Janine, for sending the Instagram post. All right, let's round off this final sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. All right. That was the final sprint. Number 10.
I almost just said gray instead of dirty.
Oh. Well, let's see. Who's the next one on here that was vote? I guess purple, right? Purple, number 14. Yeah, looks like you won, Courtney, because all our other ones failed us. Oh no, number 2. Number 2 is in front. Sorry. I think we all won.
Or we all lost.
Yeah. Ooh, all cats are gray in the dark. Whoa. I love that. So ominous sounding.
I know, that sounds like a start of a horror novel or something.
It does. That's great. Yeah, it's like the we all float here, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I got to work on some edits, so that was good. I was focused in front of the computer the whole time, so that was it made the 30 minutes go by really fast.
Oh yeah, no, these feel like they've been flying by because I've just been working the whole time. I keep finding good comps for you from like Simon & Schuster or Simon & Schuster distribution clients, and they're all like recent, but because they're actually so recent, their numbers aren't high enough for me to put up yet.
Oh man.
Come on.
That's so frustrating.
Like I found maybe 3 or 4 that like would be so good to, and then they're just like, no.
Oh, come on, people. There needs to be like a balance of like really popular ones and then ones that are like, out there but lesser known. And yeah.
The website also doesn't let me filter by like publication date. So I'm just stuck.
Oh gosh. Well, that sounds fun.
Yeah. One of these days I will find what I need.
You'll find the perfect one for you.
I'll find the perfect one that also has an actual sales record.
Sales record, the year is good, it fits. Oh my gosh, it's like so much criteria that it's like you have to check all of the boxes.
But it's like there are 3 criteria. It's like genre, age category, and year. 4 if you count like actually has a sales thing. Why is that so hard? Like there are so many books published every year.
Wow.
Whatever. I'll deal. I'm just complaining out loud.
Hey, you're allowed to. That's frustrating. So Regina said, I wrote fan fiction, somebody slapped me.
No, I think sometimes like you need a break from writing original fiction.
Yeah.
I mean, all my fan fiction is under my pen name, which is something else, but like
yes, all of mine is in the void. Maybe I'll share it someday for laughs.
Oh, I will not be sharing mine. My pen name will never cross over to no. Absolutely not.
I've like reread mine. I have a YouTube video where I reread my like cringe-worthy like writing or something. It was a collab with Marissa Mohi back in the day, and I was like, oh my gosh, I like with Kingdom Hearts when I did that fanfic, and I was pretty much just like the beginning was I was just like writing out what happened, and I was like, Sora fought Darkseid or like battled against Darkseid. He fought hard. And then a vortex came, and I was like, wow, I described literally nothing. I was like, so I have evolved in my descriptions, that's for sure.
I mean, that's good.
Yeah. So, but it's a little bit cringy seeing some of the things like, oh gosh, like, oh yeah, this character was a bad boy and he smoked, but he played DDR, and like I was like, oh my gosh, Holly, I was like, staring. I was just like, oh,
I mean, we all
this is
start
so good.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just saw a title from Simon and Schuster that's apparently called "The Gathering Dark," which was the original title for Shadow and Bone, and which like had its own book cover and everything. And I was like, "Hey, what?" And it's a different author, different book.
Really? Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Although I think Shadow and Bone is Macmillan. But it was just
Oh.
very weird seeing that title and
Ooh.
not the cover that like I've come to associate with it.
Yeah. The Gathering Dark. I like both that and Shadow and Bone. So,
I mean,
Regina, what did you?
the description of the Gathering Dark though was very clearly Darklina Endgame, like how it was written, and then you look at the book description for Shadow and Bone, and it's like, oh, things changed.
I want to know, Regina, what fandom you wrote in, and she's also asking you, Zara, what fandom you wrote in, if we can ask.
Shadow and Bone and Harry Potter.
Nice.
But
Nice.
I will not say anything more.
Dramini, any Dramini in here?
I'm not giving any more details about what I have written as fan fiction. It's like more than enough that I said like two very popular fandoms.
Yeah.
And
I had my one DDR fic. I had mostly Kingdom Hearts fanfic, lots of one shots, and like what were the shorter things? Drabbles. I think there's something called Drabbles. I can't remember what those were. And then I did write. Oh, she like yelped. I did write a Yu-Gi.
I love when Riley does that. It's such a cute sound.
Yeah. And then I did do a Yu-Gi-Oh one, which is very embarrassing, like with Yu-Gi-Oh falling in love with Dark Magician Girl, like at the card, and it's just like, this is very, very embarrassing. So I'm calling myself out on that one.
I feel like a lot of fan fiction is embarrassing. Like I think at some level,
yeah.
like there's always some level of like, ooh, that was a little embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you either went too far in describing certain things or you didn't describe enough things, or you're like, wow, I really thought that I captured the characters and it turned out I did not. And, you know, like, I feel like there's always something with your own fan fiction where you're like, did not hit the mark.
Yes, that was a miss. Well, thanks for sharing that with us. Janine said, writing confidence is hard to build back after years of being told it's bad. Any tips? Well, that's not fun. I think it's finding the right balance of like critique partners, because I have like some critique partners that are like, oh my gosh, he's my, the love interest. Oh my gosh, he's my cinnamon roll. I love him. And like, OMG, like WTF and like all this stuff. And so it's kind of more like, they're kind of more like my cheerleader fandom. And then I have people who are in the middle with like compliment sandwich, saying the things they liked, the things they didn't. And then I have one that's like, oh, like I thought I was on track with this. I'm completely off. And like maybe there's one or two good things sprinkled in, but if she says that, then I'm like, yes, she said something positive. So I feel like, but I do value her feedback because she does bring up points that other people don't, and then once I reflect back on it, I realize that they're right. So I feel like it's good to have that variety of critique partners that can hit different points for you, but also like if people are telling you it's bad, they have like they have to have examples. Are they saying like, you need to work on your dialogue? And then do you agree with that feedback? Are you working on your dialogue? That sort of thing. So I think like if you're taking their feedback, whether it's constructive or harsh and not helpful, I think like reflecting on it and like separating yourself from it to be like, is there some validity in this? And then working on it can give you that confidence, because then you're like, hey, I know that like I'm strong in these areas. Like I'm really strong with description, but I'm kind of weak with dialogue. So let me work on the dialogue. So then like, well, now you're going to have both that are really high and your manuscript is going to be like amazing. So
I feel like if you have a lot of people who are like aren't giving you actual details
yes.
in their critiques, you should try and find other people. But also, if the only thing that I would say would be useful from that would be if they all like complain or talk or praise the same thing. So if like even if they're not giving a lot of details, but they all are like, oh, love your description or love your dialogue or love your characters and love their relationships or whatever, then like you can you should take the trends and pay attention to them, even if you're like, because that means something, a trend, regardless of how in depth they are. But if you have a character, a reader who's just like, oh, I hated this character, you're like, okay, like that, is that just personal preference? Fine, but because everyone is gonna like not like a character, and that applies to people watching movies and TV shows as well. But if you're like, you don't like this character because you think they're like their line of logic doesn't make sense, and that's something that you as the writer would want to know, because maybe you'll fix that. And things like that. So if someone's general, I would ask for more feedback each time, because you're normally going to find something that's good.
Yeah, that's very true. It's that that specificity, or like if they're even like, hey, like this isn't working, but I think if you do this or this. So sometimes if it's like, okay, you're just throwing things at me, but like, can you help me with any solutions? So hopefully that helps.
Yeah.
Regina's also at coming to bat for you. Yes, you get better with every paragraph. I love that. Yeah, I remember it was I went to a writing workshop in Chicago in 2017 before I queried my first manuscript, and I went to like an editing panel, and the author like had printed out her edit letter, and it was just like all red, and her like editor was like, oh, this is like the best thing you've written, or something like that. But there was still just all this red from like comments and everything. So it was like they believed in her. They just had a lot of feedback. So it was realizing that like, even when you're published, even when you have 10 books out, there's still things you can learn. There's still things you can improve on. So knowing that like, that's like a part of every writer's journey. So you're just doing what everyone else does. So
there was one of Inimitable's authors where I didn't like in the edits. So when I send edits, there are things that I think need to be changed or addressed. I don't go down the, oh, if we really want to get like this could happen or this could happen, like here are all the options that I see in my brain, and this is going to completely overwhelm you. But that author wanted more feedback, so I gave more feedback in the second round, and now I know like the author's expectations and stuff like that. But it, like if someone wanted me to unleash like editing hell on them, like I could be like, here's everything that I've thought of.
Oh gosh, scary.
Transform your manuscript. But I'm normally someone like, I acquire a book that I like pretty much as is, and then my edits are, let's refine it. Let's make sure we're not going on tangents if they don't have a payoff. Let's make sure the pacing isn't gonna like hit a reader in the face, and let's
make sure that these, and then later on, like, let's make sure these paragraphs are actually in the most sensible order. And sometimes I'm literally moving sentences and paragraphs around just to make the scene flow better. But it's never like, I never just hand someone where it's like every single paragraph, if not every single sentence, has a comment, because I don't think anyone would want to see that.
No, I'm very grateful.
Do it, but I don't think anyone wants that.
I'm very grateful that you did not do that, because that sounds.
My family used to do that to me when they would edit my papers. So
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, I did want that, but I understand that that is not the norm.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm like rip it apart with a red pen, I meant it. It wasn't like, oh, be honest, and then like, oh, I don't actually have a thick skin. I didn't think you'd actually be that honest.
Mm-hmm.
But I would never assume other people would be like, literally rip it to shreds.
Destiny's here. Hello. Hi. How are you? Well, that was very like motivating, like, yeah, you can do it. Brr. So like thanks for putting that in there, Janine, because I feel good now. So just that, you need a little pep talk, every now and then. So all right, well, I think we're gonna sign off. So I can keep, but I will keep working after I take a tiny break. So, but anyways, thanks for joining me for the Monday Motivation Sprints. I'll be here next Monday, same time, same place. And as a reminder, I'll be going live with my mastermind group tomorrow to talk about the Marco Polo app and how we have grown our friendship. Oh, Destiny, yeah, you caught us at the end of our sprints, but if you're not subscribed to the Inimitable Books YouTube channel, should be linked down below. We'll be doing like sprints all through November. Well, you're trying to finish your beat sheet, but next week, Monday.
This Thursday, there's a stream that I'm hosting. And then my lovely authors have given me the month of November off from having to stream myself on the channel.
Yes.
So maybe you'll finish your beat sheet like on Thursday at my stream, Destiny.
Yes. Join that stream. And good luck with your beat sheet. All right. So again, A Diamond Bright and Broken is available for pre-order. If you pre-ordered it, please submit your receipt so you can get the character art. Yes. Woohoo. Oh, good. Sounds good. Thanks, Destiny. I'm going to try this outro video that I got. I don't know if it's going to work because I don't know how to do this. How do I do this?
You just click it and it should.
I click it. All right. And there's no music to it, but I will add music and then I will end the stream. All right. We'll see you guys later. Bye.